Hey everybody, welcome to Active Self Protection Extra. Today on our Sunday gear review, I am going to tell you why I love this Modlite 18350 with PLHv2 head on my SP5 short gun. Big Tech's Ordnance is my go-to source for accessories for all your defensive and competition firearms. They have great holsters with accessories for concealment and ship fast at great prices. I'm a proud customer and recommend them without hesitation. Many thanks to Big Tech's Ordnance. They are absolutely who I bought this guy from. They didn't send it to me, guys. I'm a customer as well. I bought this sucker and I want to talk to you about it. And I'll tell you how I set it up and why. And man, I love having this many candela on a defensive gun. So thanks as well to C2 Tactical and Scottsdale for letting us come and film here today. So big thing here is number one, this is the 18350 version. It's the shorty boy, so it takes a little short 18350 batteries. And if you know me on my defensive rifles and carbines, I have a 18650 and that's a little longer, but I didn't want that much length coming out of my 18350 here. I didn't want that much length on this SP5, so I went with the shorter body. Now, of course, what you pay for with that is a shorter battery life, but I'm not worried about that. I replace the batteries regularly, recharge on the same charger that your 18650s do. Got a couple of extra batteries, not a problem, right? So why this many candela? Well, I'm gonna show you in a little bit, but being able to identify threats is important, and this is a gun that I can make very small, but also I want to be very capable. So being able to see is a big deal, and I think having more candela, being able to see more and put more photons on target, so to be able to identify is a good thing. Now, I chose the PLHv2 head on this Modlite because it doesn't have quite as many candela as the OKW head. It has more of a balance between spill and throw. Still will throw like crazy, but has a little bit of spill as well, and I'm going to show you what that means in a minute. I also put a Surefire tail cap, a DS00 in flat dark earth on it. Reason for that is that it also has here a clicky button on the back. So what I've installed on this other side is a Modlite mod button light on this side in their M-LOK adapter mount, and that is temporary only. So that is pressure, the light comes on, goes off, comes on, goes off, right? So it doesn't have a maintain on. So what you can do though is that if I need to maintain on, I just reach over here, push that clicky button, and now I have full maintain on as well, and that is a very good thing. So now people say, John, do you really need a light on the gun? Well, let's just turn the lights out. It'll be dim like normal, and let's see what we find, shall we? So now, downrange there, 10 yards, is our target. Now, I can barely see him. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up super well, but I can just barely see him pretty well. I can see a silhouette with a white backer. It's really the white backer that I can see. But if I had to identify that target, don't know that I could do that particularly well. And if I said, okay, I knew this was a threat, and could I shoot it from here because I have my red dot sight and all that stuff? The answer is yes. But the problem, of course, is identifying whether there's a threat, what they've got in their hands, what they're doing with it. So the cool part here with having the bright light is I don't have to point the light at him. Watch this now. So now the gun is pointed down, and when I light it up, you can see downrange that I can see him very well without pointing a gun at him. So I've got enough spill that I can see him much better now, and I can see the individual bullet holes from previous videos in the target. And then when it comes time, again, I just come up here. Could see right through that, no problem. And again, I can maintain that on there, and if I want to go over and maintain on all the time so that I can continue to see what he does afterwards, I can do that. Now, guys, this setup's not cheap. To get the body with the head, with the DS tail cap, I put this on an M-LOK adapter, a straight M-LOK adapter. I think this one's made by Arasaka. I'm not 100% positive. Forgive me for that. With a mod button light and the adapter piece for it, with a couple of extra batteries. Eesh, guys, you're talking around 500 bucks for this light. And I know people are gonna go, John, why would you spend that kind of money on that? I mean, let's be honest, man. Are you gonna get an HK SP5 and then cheap out on the light? No, you're not. And the bigger thing is that identifying your target is incredibly important, and so I'm willing to spend the extra money to get a really high collated beam, very quality light that'll handle being on the gun as much as I want it to, and take all of the recoil and all that stuff and not have to worry about it with the potted electronics, and it'll last and it'll light. And so that's why I really love this setup, and I think it's a very valuable addition for a defensive gun. Check this out, guys. Buy these at Big Tech's, would you? He's the guy that we buy these from.